Hello, welcome to my third vlog, titled What You Need to Know About Owning a Cat or Two. Today is Monday, July 15th, 2024. As I've said it before, in my vlogs I'll have 10 ideas that I'll go over what you need to know about owning a cat or two, and I hope that this will help at least one person in the world. So, first one, be firm with your cat if need be. Don't use force or violence. That's important because cats react to that in a weird way. You do not want to go down that alley. You can get more bees with honey than vinegar, the saying goes. But you have to be firm with them, and sometimes you have to stop them. Smokey, my long hair gray boy that you've seen on my YouTube channel, has a tendency to be very pushy when it comes to feeding time. Especially in the morning, he and Mufasa, they walk all over me, physically, in my bed. They'll walk over my face, over my body. But after months and months of kind of teaching them a different way, and I do that by stop, I don't like that, please don't do that, sit, just give me a minute, whatever, and I talk to them. And now Smokey comes and sits on the pillow next to me, but he won't get too close, because before he used to come in and he let his whiskers kind of tickle my face, and he knew that I would wake up, and I would. Who can sleep with a tickling whisker in their face? No one. Invest time in loving your cats or cat. That's number 2. Plant love seeds today for tomorrow. So I say this because I think it's important not just to have your cat and keep your distance, and whenever once in a blue moon you feel like getting really close or whatever. All the time, every day, you should kiss them, love them, tell them you love them, hug them, hold them on your shoulder, on your chest, whatever they like, and reinforce that love. Plant that love seed today for tomorrow. Number 3, show extra compassion when your cats are sick. This is important. I've done that with these guys, and in fact, this last couple of weeks were very challenging for us. We spent a lot of money on the vet bills, and well, it brought my worry state of mind to a relaxed state of mind. Smokey was the first that was aggressively showing symptoms of coughing, deep coughing, runny nose. He would smell food, didn't want to eat it. And by the third day, when this thing didn't shake off him, I called the vet, made an appointment, and took him in. And thank God I did, because they found he had 105.6 temperature, and that was part of the reason. But again, when a cat is sick, and what they had was an upper respiratory something. I don't know if it was infection or whatever was going on, but I guess he had never had it before. So he acted weird, didn't know what was happening. And Mufasa was worse than that, because when Mufasa started sneezing, and you see him in his videos, he's like shaking his head and he's like doing this to his nose. He doesn't like it. Well, anyway, they're all calmed down. In fact, Mufasa is sitting next to me now, sitting next to me, and doesn't say a word. They just like to be around. They like human company, human interaction. So do that. When they're sick, especially, I think that counts even more, because they see you going the extra mile. Pet them if they can take it. Don't do it for a long period of time, because sometimes, just like us, when we're sick, we don't want to be touched, right? We don't be handled too much. But 2, 3, 4, 5 pets, just over them, tell them you love them, kiss them, and reinforce that. Moving on. Number 4, feed them when they can't feed themselves. And I say this, also use a syringe, because we had a girl, Yubida, the first Yubida, and she was diagnosed with cancer. We took her to the vet. She had a surgery in 2018. They removed the cancer, but we were told that it might come back, and it did come back in 2020. And so, 2020, we were told she doesn't have much time, but the doctor gave us this syringe right here. This is a food syringe, and it kind of has a nice casing too. And you can see right here, the feeding hole is a bit wider. You can put in it. Usually I do pate and I mix it with hot water and I put it in here and then I slowly insert it in their mouth. I try to keep them from the back because they don't like to be fed, especially if they don't feel like being fed. You'd have to be, at that point, you know, just kind of show some control because they need to eat. You know, keeping that food keeps their organs moving, going, and so they need to eat, even against their will. And this syringe saved me this week for the second time, right? We pulled it out. I keep it safe. For the second time, I pulled it out and used it on all our cats. Well, not all. 10 of the 12 cats that we have had this syringe that were fed. Now, and they're all gone through it. I think the last ones now is Coco lingering. He acted like last night he was a little bit woozy. But I took care of that. I have a video of actually him eating some lickable tuna or salmon. I think it was salmon. But he loved it. And as soon as he ate that, he was like, oh, his eyes opened up. He looked like he was coming back to life. Anyway, you should see that video. But staying on track here. So feed them when they can feed themselves. You have to do that. Number 5, hydrate them when they can use a syringe for when they can't use a syringe for water. And this is the other thing that we got from the doctor. You can see it's a little bit pointing this way, and that is so you can, when you put it in their mouth, kind of goes inside and down. So this is also a miracle worker because when they're dehydrated, you just want to give them. I usually go half a syringe per person, but if they haven't drank water all day, I might go this way and give them that. And believe it or not, you know, push by push. I don't do it all at once, especially if they have respiratory problems. But they take it in, and then you can see they revive and they act different. And just to make a comparison on these two, I should have it like this. The water one is smaller, and then also the entry area is smaller comparing to this right here. I think you can see it better. Right, there you go. But anyway, you should have these in your house. Please have these in here. If you don't, get them. The vet will give them to you. I'm not sure if I paid for mine, but I haven't, and it will never go from this house as long as we own cats. Moving on. Take them to the vet when they need to be checked. Like I said, Smokey had 105.6. Temperature here was really hot, and I learned is that at 106 and above, their organs are starting to get damaged. So I took them just in the nick of time. Thank you, God. Be prepared to pay. You should always have a little money saved up for them. But whatever it takes, save them. If it's in your power, save them. Number 7, keep building trust and reinforce boundaries with love. And this kind of goes in with number 2, investing time in your cats. When I say this, boundaries with love, is going back to my first idea when I said, you know, be firm with your cats, because they will walk all over you, literally, if you don't kind of, okay, stop, I don't like that, I don't need that, please give me a minute, let me get ready. But yeah, that's important. Love is the key here. Love will take you a long way with cats. And separate cats that just won't get along for their benefit and for your peace of mind. And I say that because in my house I have built a screen door upstairs that keeps the upstairs cats separated from the downstairs cats. In fact, 2 of those upstairs cats were attacked by Mufasa. He just, I don't know, Yubitani and her boy, he has something against, I don't know what it is. I really don't know. But we can't have that again, because Yubita was attacked. We ended up taking her to the doctor. He clawed her in the back, and that thing got infected, and we didn't know for 3 weeks. And then the 3rd week, she came to me, and when I touched her, some stuff came out, And I realized at the time, oh, that's serious. So we took her there. They shaved her. They treated that wound with antibiotics, gave her a shot or something, and then I had her on medication for a few days. Anyway, she's fully recovered. But ever since that incident, we keep them separated. If you see your cats don't get along, it's not need for them to be together. Really. Just keep them separated. If you don't want to build a door like I did, just put them in separate rooms and close the door and keep them separated that way. Things will work out, you'll see. Moving on. Make preparations for the final moment. This is a very tough one here. I tell you this because I've gone through it 3 times. And each time is the same. It doesn't get easier to make preparations, mentally be ready to let go. But if you care about your cats, your pets, it doesn't have to be just cats, but we're doing a vlog on cats. But if you care about your pets, you should always have preparations made. You should be mentally ready at any given moment. Just know that everything in this world ends at some point, right? Life is not forever here. We're just passing through. Number 10, let go and cherish their memories until you meet them again in the afterlife. And this is just my personal belief. I do believe we'll reunite with our pets, with our cats, dogs, etc. I think everything in this world has some kind of form of energy, and this is just my idea, that will transform from here to the next dimension. Nothing's wasted. Animals, and if you watch some of these near-death experiences, people actually talk about animals being there, right? Even the Bible says that Jesus will come back on a white horse. So animals are very much present in the afterlife. They're just not like here like we are. They don't die. They don't get sick. They'll be forever living. So that is the positive thing here. That one day, you and I and all the pet owners in the world, we'll see them again. And we'll be able to love them and reconnect forever. So this is all I have for today. These are my 10 points. I hope it'll help at least one person in the world. And until we meet again, be good to yourselves and be kind to others. Take care. Goodbye.